Shaker molds are hard to find, right? So let's make our own. Stay with me and I will show you how to build a reusable mold setup and make a mesmerizing resin shaker coaster. Hello guys, welcome back to LisinCult Resin Lab. I'm Lida and today we are trying another fun resin experiment, making a beautiful resin shaker coaster like this. Look at it. It's so amazing. And the best part, I'm going to show you how to build the mold setup step by step. So let's jump in. Usually there is a ready-made silicone mold for this technique, but unfortunately I couldn't order it, so I decided to make my own. There are two ways to do it, making a reusable mold so you can use it again and again, or a temporary setup for one-time use. Today we are building a reusable version, and in the next video I will show you how to make the temporary one. To build this reusable mold setup, we need a slightly deep custom mold like this, plus two silicone discs. One is large and thin, about 3 or 4 millimeters thick, and another is smaller but thicker, around 8 millimeters to 1 centimeter. You can make this disc using small containers, plastic lids, or a small handmade mold. I made mine with handmade molds like this. And if you want to learn a few easy ways to make handmade molds for resin projects, I have linked a full tutorial link in the description box. Now watch how this works. I'm going to show you the exact placement. First, the large thin disc goes at the bottom of the mold. In the real setup, you would stick it down with the little silicone adhesive, but there I'm just placing it so you can see the position. Then the smaller thick disc goes right in the center on the top, leaving an even gap all the way around. Like this. Now let's have a closer look. Here is the key idea. The thick disc creates the shaker cavity. That's where the decorative pieces go. And the thin disc underneath gives us a flat rim here. So later we can place the clear sheet on top and seal everything neatly. But for saving time, I made one earlier so the discs are already stuck in the place and ready to use. Look at it. It's made with translucent silicone, but the color doesn't matter for this project. Alright, our mold is ready. Now let's pour the resin. For this step, I'm using a medium viscosity resin with a 2:1 mixing ratio. And for this mold, I need about 210 grams of resin mixture in total. The key is simple. Make sure the top disc is completely covered with the resin. And with this amount of resin, this mold will be almost full. You can use any color you like. I want a soft black tint, so I'm adding just 2 drops of this pigmented black ink. You can also use transparent ink, so you will need a few more drops to reach the same shade. Alright, this is ready to pour. Before pouring, I'm giving the mold a light mist of alcohol to help reduce bubbles. Pop any surface bubbles and make sure there aren't any hidden ones sitting on the silicone discs. Now cover it and let it cure completely. Then we will come back for the fun part. See you then. Okay, our base is fully cured. Let's demold it. Now here is what we have created. This central cavity is formed by the smaller, thicker silicone disc. And this narrow rim around it comes from the bigger thin disc we attach to the bottom of the mold. This rim is where we apply the adhesive and it lets us seal the shaker neatly. Now, to seal the cavity, you can use either a plexi disc, something like this, or a clear office sheet. I'm using a clear sheet because it's easy to measure and cut to any size we need. But there is a key point. The clear sheet thickness matters. Let me show you the test pieces I made earlier. See that little pearl stuck in the middle? Yeah, that happens because I use a regular office clear sheet. When I poured the final resin layer on top, the clear sheet couldn't handle the weight, so it sagged into the cavity and trapped the decorations. So this time I'm using a thicker transparent sheet, about 380 microns, like this, because it's firmer and won't bend into the cavity. I already measured and cut a piece to match the cavity opening, and you can see this sits nicely on the rim and covers the cavity completely. For the decorative items, you can use anything you want. Just keep two things in mind. First, don't fill the cavity all the way. Leave some empty space so everything can move. And second, keep all the decorations below the cavity height. Nothing should poke up. I'm using a mix of small pearls, tiny rainbow bubble beams, diamonds, crushed crystals, and miniature caviar beans. Alright, that's enough. Use a popsicle stick to make sure the decorations aren't stick up. Nothing is up. Perfect. Now it's ready to be sealed. To bond the clear sheet to the rim and seal the cavity opening, you can use different glues, but the fastest and cleanest option is UV resin. Just be careful, don't let it drip into the cavity or the decorations can stick. So only apply a thin line on the rim right along the edge. I'm using micro brushes, something like this, an eyebrow applicator for better control. Let's do it together. Now place the clear sheet on top, press gently, and cure it with the UV light. Okay, it's done. But if you want to make sure it's fully sealed, again add a thin line of UV resin along the edge, where the clear sheet meets the wall. Now it's fully sealed. Okay, the final step. Let's pour a thin layer of clear resin right on the top of the clear sheet. This will level everything out and gives us that smooth, glossy finish. For this mold, I'm using about 40 grams of resin mixture, just enough for a thin, even coat. Give it a quick touch to pop the bubbles and then cover it. Alright my friends, see you after it cures and it's ready to shake. Okay, the top coat is fully cured. Let's see the final look. First, look at the surface. Smooth, glossy, and perfectly level. And the seal, nice and clean all the way around. Now let's test it. Yes, everything moves freely. That's exactly what we want. The decorations float and slide inside the cavity, and nothing is stuck. So the thicker clear sheet works perfectly. And the crystal edge makes it even prettier. It frames everything like a little gemstone, and all the sparkles inside just pop. Look at those color shifts: pearls, crystals, diamonds, and rainbow beads. It's look amazing. You can play with so many hues: turquoise, red, emerald green, violet, pink, even golden tones. Every color choice gives a totally different vibe. Before we finish, keep these key points in mind for this shaker technique. Use a thick clear sheet so it stays firm and doesn't bend into the cavity. Don't overfill the cavity. Leave a space for the pieces to move. Keep decorations below the rim line. Seal with UV resin only on the rim and don't let it drip into the cavity. And for the extra safety, add the second thin UV line where the sheet meets the inner wall. Then cure it again. And that's it. You will get a clean, leak-free shaker coaster. Okay guys, that's for today's resin experiment. For me, it's always part problem solving, part enjoying the final reveal. And I hope you love the result. If you want more resin experiments like this, hit the like button and subscribe. Drop your questions, suggestions, and recommendations in the comments. And don't forget to grab the free PDF guide for this tutorial, link in description box. And in the next video, I will show you the temporary single-use setup for making the resin shaker. So stay tuned.